G.
You got this one trying to drive.
Hey, Sea Breeze. Alright, y'all. So, it seems like I've been like, it's been forever since I've been live, y'all. I've just been so busy, so it just feel weird. Shatika, hey. Alright, y'all. So, we done had this for about, what, 3-4 months maybe? And I hadn't gotten around to doing a video on it, okay? So this is a Cobra CB, Cobra CB. So I did the video on the walkie-talkies, okay? And I told y'all that we had more and that we had something else that we had got. So this is one of the things, and I want to see how it works. We done took it out one time out in town, like when we go driving or whatnot, and we would use the this antenna that came with it. So today we hooked it up to, what would it be called, a satellite, or not satellite, but the roof antenna. So we got it got it hooked in here, but it's running to the roof of the vehicle, okay? So we're gonna see what channels and stuff we can pick up, if anything will come through here while we out and about or whatnot. Basically I want to try it out to see if something were to happen, will we be able to get, you know, this is another form of communication. Will we be able to get channels in this area? What part of town does it work better? What part of town does it not? So this is all about testing your preps, okay? I got a couple things that we need to like really test out. So this is one of them, all right? So that's what we're gonna do in this live is, you know, chat, see what comes through, see how this bad boy works. I'm trying to get used to it, trying to see what it does. You said
11 is like a breeze.
11. It definitely get loud. I got it on 11. So this is the manual, okay? And it's a Citizen Band 2-way handheld CB radio. All right. So we're gonna see what it does. I'm gonna be learning it while I'm on here. Okay. I think it's saying it's got up to 40. And I'm a good fan of Cobra. This was in my little younger days when I was back home. I had moved to Jackson when I turned 18, Jackson, Mississippi, which is about 15 minutes from Crystal Springs, where I'm actually from. And every time I say this, somebody be like, "Oh, but you was speeding." Cobra, any vehicle I had, I always made sure I put in the Cobra. It was the Cobra brand. Had to be a Cobra. I really like Cobra brand. The speed monitors, you know, the little thing that you put in and it tells you when police is around. Okay. That one, and it was something else that I always wanted that was that brand. It was to go in the car, but I cannot remember what it was. But the speed detector, no, the police detector, by Cobra. Yeah, so when I saw that this was Cobra, I'm like, okay, well, work. That's a familiar brand, only from that I'm familiar with. Let's see. It sounds like some trying to. Okay, so it's scanning on its own. The further we get into town. let me see. Yolanda's like, hey, thank you for, let me see. Thank you for coming in, Yolanda. Good evening. I don't blame you because not only did Spain have blackouts, but some U.S. states did too. Yeah, I heard about that. I sure did. I've been wanting to get a couple of those. Yes, honey. Yes. I hope we can hear something. Something can come through. Like I say, we got it hooked to the roof antenna. So, and this, I don't know, it's scanning on its own. So, if you can see, it's on 31 now. So, I'm going to see if anything come through or not. It's slowly scanning. I've been wanting to get it. Okay. So, I better turn them around, right? I'm going to turn y'all around some too. Yes, y'all, I got a better mount. Y'all can see real good now. So I'm going to let this scan, okay? See if we can get anything, or I'm just going to... Yeah, I can manually scan. Okay, I got something. I don't know what this is. Let's see.
10 to 20 knots, diminishing to 5 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. Tuesday night, west to southwest winds 5 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Wednesday, west
That sounds like the weather.
less than 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wednesday night, west to south.
Okay, so I think that does most of the weather, which is good. Because at least I can get the weather. If something bad go on and, you know, they may break it and give news or something like that. So, let's see. What else I can... I got to look at this manual and see what pit means. Because I don't know. Hello? Is that what that means? You supposed to speak? Pit? It stopped like it wants you. Hello? Like it wants you to say something. When you press it.
That's what you use to translate your conversation.
To talk back and forth, yeah. Okay. While I'm trying to wait for something to come through, y'all, how y'all been doing? Like I say, it's been a minute since I've done a live stream. Has everybody been stocking up? Been trying to get further in your preps? I think I'm gonna put it on scan and let it just scan itself. You've been shopping Yolanda's life. I hear you, honey. I hear you. Okay, so I'm gonna let it scan itself, and if some come through, then we may hear it. So I'm going to put it right here. What is this?
What is this switch? I think it's supposed to like make it a little bit more clearer.
I'm gonna put it right here, y'all, and see what happens, okay? Turn y'all around real quick. Let's see what we got in here. Who we got in here? I thought I turned it around. Let's see. Trinity's Simple Life. Hey. Found some great deals. These phone just went like it did its own thing. Okay, so let me see. Found some great deals the past few weeks. I'm glad. That's what I'm talking about, Yolanda. Danny. Hey, MGL. The eyeshadow is key. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Hey, Rodriguez Perry. I am doing good. How are you? Yes, I've been working like a busy bee. From canning food to canning food. I've even been canning meats. That's what I'm talking about. Who's this? Leisha McKinley? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, curly girl. Yeah, I've been so busy I haven't been able to do no lives, but you know, I'm doing it now. Yeah, I hope we can hear something come through here, something good. Maybe when we get moving. Let's see. I've been watching the missed videos. Thank you, curly girl. I got like 50 cases of spring water. Ooh. Now wait, that's a good start. 50 cases of spring water. Are those like the bottled waters, the jug waters? After your last video about the dairy issues, I went out looking for more powdered milk but couldn't find the brand I wanted. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty much going completely off dairy at this point, because not only because of that, because it just something ain't right about it to me now. You know, even before, you know, I've been on and off having my battles on and off with dairy. So
Say,
you can say that, huh?
marketing has updated their route.
For Walmart.
Now it's literally one order, or one in each section. And if it can't go in each section, then they can only give you one order.
They probably having issues. Yep, I've been keeping. Oh no, wait. Come on, the water. 40 packs from Walmart. Bottled water, the 40. Oh, so you got 50 cases of the 40 count bottled water from Walmart. Let's see. That's good, honey. That's a lot of water. That's good. I've been keeping 45 cases. Yep. I've been keeping 45 cases in my children grocery shop. At my home. Got you, curly girl. The Ozark. Now, are they... Hold up. Ozark, they got... I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that. So, the Walmart... Let me make sure this is... The Walmart Ozark, 40 count. Okay. Is what you're saying? It's spring water, yes. Okay. Thank you for that. I'm definitely going to look into that, honey. Definitely going to look into that. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn y'all around a little bit so y'all can see what we see. Oh, I heard something. China 30. I heard something. Oh, let me go back to 30 because it's scanning. I heard something.
Probably need a better chance where it's more maybe truckers or like people using CBs.
Yeah, when I moved there, somebody definitely was saying something. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, what I should say?
Is this wrong turn?
I was finna say, this can't be wrong turn. Hello. Anybody there? I'm moving it because that's when I heard. Whenever I moved it, the thing.
It's whatever is hitting that
See, there it go
turn.
again. Let's see. I'm here in the area where Spring Water Farm is called. Innovate. Spring water is best. I've been canning greens, broccoli, cheese, jellies, ground beef, and chili and beans. Get it, Alicia. Curly girl said, when you in Wiggins, Mississippi. That's what's up. That's what's up. I don't think I've heard of Wiggins, Mississippi. Have you heard of Crystal Springs, Mississippi? About 15 minutes from Jackson.
I think it might be North Mississippi.
It's Stone Cold. Oh, you have heard of Crystal Springs? She said she's heard of Crystal Springs. But that's where I'm from, honey. Got Crystal Springs, Terry, Byram, and then Jackson. All that little line. Yep, I know Crystal Springs. Got you, curly girl. That's my hometown, honey. You know, Crystal Springs got no hospital, so I was born at the University Medical in Jackson. But my hometown is Crystal Springs. I know the closest we had was Hazelhurst Memorial Hospital, but yeah, they didn't take me there. They didn't take my mama there. They took her to Jackson. I was a preemie, so I don't even know if that played a role in it. Reason why I wasn't born in Hazelhurst. They said, no, they gotta get her to Jackson, gotta get her to university. You heard? When we turned, I heard something. I'm on channel 30. Let's see.
Somebody transmission.
Yep. Ooh, it's getting stronger on this side. I might scan some more. I'll turn y'all back around in a minute, y'all. I don't want to take y'all right to somebody's doorstep. What? Mississippi? Yeah. There's a lot of Mississippi people up here now, y'all. In the town that I'm in. 9 times out of 10, the military. The reason why they up here. We send a lot of Mississippi plates. Let's see. I may go back to channel 30 because that's what I was hearing. Because it's scanning. It's on channel 39 now. I'm gonna go back to 30. Cause at least I know something was on 30. I hear it. What is that device? It's the Citizen Band 2-way handheld CB radio. Okay, so instead of having just the antenna on it, you know, like if you got it kind of walkie style or whatnot, we got it on the roof antenna now to see if we can, you know, what we can pick up, if we can pick up anything in this town or what, just trying it out. But this is the one that it is. I have walkie-talkie that goes 35 miles. I got you. I have reviewed one set of walkie-talkies. We got another set, a new set that I haven't been able to review. So I don't even know how far those go. It's supposed to be a longer range than the ones that I had did a video on. So hopefully I'll be able to get that information out there to y'all once I can do the video on it. But yeah, definitely trying to get different little toys like that to have more of, you know, and you know, as more means of having communication in some kind of way, if it's just you being able to hear what's going on, you know. So and trying to see, like, because if we don't do this, how we know what the range is, like what we can hear in our city if we don't test it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is test it and see what channels work. Okay. You can tell some areas where it gets louder, like it's trying to clear it, but not sure. May Jehovah bless you and your family. Thank you so much. May Jehovah bless you and your family as well. Thank you. You're welcome, hon. I feel like either something big is coming or they giving people a chance to get prepared, because so many things are on sale this week, from weather band radios to walkie-talkies to food. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. And you know that ain't right. Or it could be these places just trying to sell this stuff. It could be trying to get rid of it and just get out of business because it's so high for stuff. It could go either way. I know that bag, my Step Angel emergency bag that I had reviewed for y'all. I know when I went on the Step Angel site, they had a lot of that stuff that was marked down too. Even sending me emails telling me of different things that was marked down. So yeah, it could go either way. It could go either way. Is they trying to get rid of it and just trying to make what they can, because they know that getting more stuff in is gonna cost them even more. Is it that they really people wasn't buying stuff, so they got this stuff in inventory and now they want to sell it and make what they can off from it? Or it could be somebody know that something is, it could happen, and so it goes either way. When it all comes down to it, we need to prepare. It's just no other way to say it, See, I found Tide soap powder large boxes 50% off at Giant Supermarket. Wow, I wish we had a Giant here. I agree, Walmart has Life Straws for $7. What? Yeah, better get it while you can. Yep, that's a great deal. It sure is. You're on the Life. I'ma see if my Walmart got some. So we gotta get it while we can. See, That's why I'm trying to test this thing out, because I cannot stress this enough. It's one thing to have our walkie-talkies, our CBs, and all this stuff, but if you're not familiar with it, ain't no need of trying to get ready in an emergency situation. Ain't no need of trying to figure out how to use something in an emergency situation. You need to know how to do that. If something happens, you need to know what to do, how to do, what area I can probably get signal from, what area I can't. That is why I'm testing this out now. See, not sure if you still shop at Target, but I've seen people on the clock app say the laundry soap is 30% off now and will go lower. Wow, I'm gonna check. Yeah, I shop at Target. I don't do all the not stopping and all the not shopping here for this reason, not shopping there for that reason. Like when it's come to companies, I don't do that, because at the end of the day, you know, them people don't, they may care if you shop there or not, and then they may not. It have to be a big drop in their sales for them to even, you know, and then at the same time, you got to get what you need to get for yourself. So, you know, you not shopping there, it can hurt their pockets, and it could not hurt their pockets, because they the one got, you know, what they need. They the one making money. They'll have enough people that will shop there. So yeah, I continue on. You know, it's you know what I'm saying. I continue on. All right, I'm getting what I can afford while I can. Exactly. That's all we can do. Looks like I said agreed. Yup. So. Because that's like, I'm going to miss out on deals and not shop at your store. And I'm going to miss out on deals that I can stock up for my family. And, you know, that's less that I'm due over something, you know, somebody else's decision. And I ain't finna do that. You know, people going to have their decision. They going to have their beliefs. They going to do what they want to do or whatnot. And I'll be only hurting myself, because you could care less if I come in your store or not. But I know I need these products and stuff like that, you know, and it's a good price. I'm hurting myself. I'm not hurting that person, that company too much, because they got too many people that's gonna still shop with them. So I never been into that, you know. I do videos on Walmart and stuff, and people come in my comments and say, I never buy nothing from Walmart. Okay, you know, that's you. But if I know it's good stuff, and it's marked down, and it's on rollback, and it's gonna help me and my family and feed us or clothe us or whatever the case may be, I shall be going to Walmart, because Walmart can close all their stores today and everywhere, and they can close their stores everywhere, and the CEO and all that, the big people over the company Walmart, ain't gonna miss nothing. They already got their fortunes built and they millions of dollars, and they ain't worried about me talking about something, oh, I ain't gonna come in there and I ain't gonna buy nothing. I know they got all this stuff on rollback, boy, down. I'm hurting myself. I'm not hurting them. So I just never been with that. I'm like, look, let me get up in here and get what I need to get to stock up and put on this shelf, so I can make sure we can have something. If something happened, them folks don't know me. I don't know them. They don't care nothing about it. They don't care if I spend my $20 in there or not. So yeah, I never say I ain't gonna. There is one store, and it's personal reasons, not the company. It's one store I won't shop at here. But I shop with the company. I shop at the other store, but it's just one particular store. It's a food line. One I won't shop at, but I shop at all the rest of them. You know, it may be something like that, but I can't say I never shop at a Walmart. I never shop at Target. I'm just like, a lot of times the way I feel about it, a lot of times it just be a lot of stuff people be looking to, you know, talk about or have something to look forward to, like, you know, striking, nobody buy this, nobody buy that, and it's really, You're not gonna get enough people to do that to actually, you know, get your point across. So it's just, yeah. So I'm gonna check Target out too for that laundry soap. I'm trying to get all I can, and I know I hadn't been putting up no more prepping hauls. It just, I've been busy. I haven't been grabbing as much, but I'm back on it. You know, I have to deal with stuff in different areas, so I've been trying to make sure Amazing Grace is put together, because I mean, it's dropping seeds time, you know. So I've been dealing with that, and dealing with the animals, you know, dividing them up and all that. So yeah, so I'm getting back into the stores and stuff and grabbing stuff, but you know, I have to do 1 or 2 things at a time instead of trying to do 50 things at a time. So that's why I have missed out on a lot of the deals. For me and I shop where my money stretches the most. Exactly, Yolanda's life. Exactly. Yep. Okay, y'all. Let me see if I can turn y'all around. I had forgot to turn y'all around. Let me see if I can. You know what? This may work better, like when you're on the road or with truckers and stuff like that. This may work better for that. I don't know. I heard a little bit though. I'm gonna leave it on just to see. But I could hear somebody was talking. So, and I know what part of town I was in. But you never know. Right now I just put it back on for it to scan. Let's see. I'm gonna turn y'all back around. Yeah, y'all, but we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Gotta do what we got to do. Do it supposed to rain? I didn't think it was supposed to rain. Oh. Oh yeah, let me ask y'all, how many of y'all are on TikTok? How many of y'all are on TikTok? Give me a thumbs up if you're on TikTok. So that's $5 off. What's $5 off? The Dollar Tree been one of my best friends. I went and spent like $400 in there. Oh wow, that's what I'm talking about. Leisha, that's what I'm talking about. I've been commenting on latest video. So are you, Yolanda, you saying you've been commenting on my latest TikToks? Is that what you mean? you over there under Yolanda's life? Or is your TikTok name different? That way I know when I see your comment. No, I'll message you on there. Okay, cool, got you. Alright. Yeah, so for those of you that maybe on TikTok, y'all know I've been on TikTok. I just wasn't posting much, but I am posting little clips and stuff here and there. Because I have a couple people that's been on my comments saying that they hadn't seen me in a while. So I'm guessing, I know I got some people that solely deal with TikTok and they don't do YouTube. They don't like watch YouTube too much. They watch TikTok. And then I got people that watch nothing but TikToks and not really. Did I say it wrong? Some people watch only YouTube and not TikToks. Like don't have TikTok, and some people have TikTok and don't do much on YouTube. So yeah. So I'm guessing some of the people that's been saying they ain't saw me in years posting, maybe those may be the ones that only do TikToks. I think the person with the corn comment was trying to be slick, but you showed them good. LOL. See, you got the last line. Oh, so Yolanda, you saw that? Yeah, that's why I was like, because it didn't need to have that many emojis when they said that. And I'm like, I said, let me do this TikTok, because they don't know who I am. Evidently, they don't know who I am for them to even say that. So that's why I said, let me go and respond to this one. Because I'm gonna respond in a nice way, not even nice, nasty. In a nice way, get my point across. I'm not allowing nobody to take me out of my character, okay? I'm not allowing that. So that's why I said, I don't know if you're trying to be funny or not, but I could tell it seemed like it got that person right on together, because they couldn't do nothing but appreciate that. I felt the same way though, because I'm like, you trying to say I'm growing everything and not corn or something? That's what it was like. They was looking for something to put out there to say I wasn't growing. That's the way I kind of felt like it could have been. Like they saying, yeah, you growing all that, but you ain't growing corn. So I'm like, and you know what? And it was, I think the person portrayed is a male. Like, man, it was funny because you have a lot of men that act like females, coming out slick and doing little cheesy, messy stuff and coming at females. I ain't got no time for that. I don't have no time. That's why I handle it the way I handle it. That's how I feel too. Yeah, that's how I handle it. All these doggone men, it's like the chromosome is messed up these days, man. I'm seeing more men that's just and coming for, oh Lord. I was like, yeah, I got to do this one. I got to do this one. You know, TikTok is a different, it's special in its own way. It's special in its own way. I can't stand it. Yeah, me neither, Mel. And you see it more and more. More and more. It's just like, who raised you? Like, who raised you? Like, that's not manly at all. And, you know, coming out a female, and then men be quick to say women always talking about men. Now y'all started, now y'all stooping so low to come after a female, like, try to be slick. And you probably ain't even growing nothing. Like, I'm doing something positive and you trying to, you know, be funny and come at me a whole minute. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do. So, yeah, so I'm glad I wasn't the only one that that felt that way. I'm like, he trying to be funny. Because to me, once you do more than one laughing emoji and your message is already kind of slick, kind of janky, kind of suspect, then I'm already saying, yup, That is why I'm tired of women calling women messy. Those men are messy. Exactly. Exactly. It's a lot of messy men. A lot of messy men. And it's disgusting to me. It is so disgusting. Instead of out there trying to build something, trying to work on a vehicle, trying to get out and hustle the right way and do some job, wash some car, do something. No, they sitting up picking with females or males, just being messy, that's doing girly type stuff. I can see women sitting up doing that type of stuff. And I don't even like them women doing it. You know, it's sad. It's so much we can be doing, but to see a man, somebody that's supposed to be manly, sitting up doing it, and it's just, so yeah, so I'm glad you saw that. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that when I read it, I was literally finna, I wasn't even expecting to do another TikTok. But when time I got done with it, that one came, and I was saying, I was finna go in there. I said, oh, nope, gotta do this one. Cause he don't know who I am. I got corn. I'm growing corn. Didn't catch what?
You seen the tow truck down right here.
The tow truck? I thought I saw a tow. Did he just get somebody's car? Oh.
Young boy just got it. That's him right there.
Who?
He
Where?
just got the car, locked himself out the car.
Oh, Lord.
They trying to talk to the girls. The girls are sitting over there laughing with the one that's in the passenger seat. He don't know it, but his friend in the passenger seat was laughing at him.
So he had to call the tow truck to come to unlock his car. And you just got it. Okay. Doing too much. They doing too much. All right, but let's see. Okay, all right. I rock with you. I may not always comment, but I'm present. Thank you, Yolanda's Life. I appreciate it, honey. And if you weren't, that's your business. Exactly. If I wasn't growing, yeah. Like, but you know, yup. I am Jill. They are jealous of you. Blessings. You know, and I had somebody tell me a long time ago. And it was a male that told this to me. And I believe it because it came from a full male. That men be jealous of women. And I never would have thought of that. I can see a man being jealous of another man. A woman being jealous of a woman. And jealous is not a word I like to use. You're not gonna hear me say, oh, you jealous of me. People use that, so that you're not gonna hear me say that just to say that. Like, it's have to be so much evidence that you keep doing stuff for me to come to the conclusion and say, okay, maybe it's, you know, that's just me. But this person told me a long time ago that men be jealous of women. And I'm like, no, women be jealous of women and men be jealous of men. And they're like, no, we get jealous of women. We do. And I'm like, and now years and years later, and I see how some men pick with women. I mean, I'm just like, wow, maybe that is true. You got men that come at women like that's not masculine at all. And then they wonder why some females is masculine. I was told I was called masculine before. But that's just the way I was raised. I was raised to not depend on nobody, man nor woman. Always try to have some of your own, you know. Not having to depend, be strong-minded. Don't let a man push you around. And that's in me. That's the instilled in me. And the fact that I was taught that a man is not supposed to push you around and control you and tell you to do this, and he say how you jump. That's instead. So that's why I have no patience for that. None at all. I don't have no patience for that. So it's like these days when you look at it, and I see how it be men behind fake accounts that be portraying to be women on the fake account. It be men. I can read and tell when somebody trying to change up their words and sound like a woman. I can tell when it's actually a man. I can tell. I've always been the tomboy side, so I'm straight. I'm straight. Never been, no other way but straight. But you probably won't see it on camera. I hadn't seen it. Some of you say you have saw it. I was your track runner, your basketball player, all that type of stuff growing up. I've always been like that. And I have brothers. I don't have a sister. I have brothers. So I've always been tomboyish, but I know how to cut that off. I know how I can be both. I can be tomboyish, and then I can be classy. I can be whichever way, with however I feel. How I feel at the moment. Always straight though. It just that's just how it is. So I see a lot of men that just come for females, and I'm just starting to say, please don't let it be true what I was told. What? No, that's why I say, but looking at a lot that's going on these days, the XY chromosome is definitely confused. Definitely confused, okay? It's not the way it used to be, should be. It's not. It's not. You better say it. And this is why you have to stay prayed up. Yes. And try to make you feel bad or less than. Yeah, Mel, yeah, they sure will. I ain't got time for it. Can't no long gutted sucker make me feel bad. Nope, not gonna happen. Go get you somebody that's weak minded that will take that, because you're not gonna get that from me. I wasn't brought up that way. I wasn't raised that way. I know, man, so you understand what I'm saying when I said that. You caught on to when I said that. That's not finna happen. That's not finna happen. Call me masculine or whatnot. Just because I'm headstrong, just because I'm not going to believe and just take anything, in my life I have taken, a lot by choice, only make me stronger. But when I have boundaries where I have went off the deep end. I have my boundaries, I have my boundaries. And some men will push women and some women will push men. It goes both ways. I'm just not talking about the men, but I am saying what I see. I do see. And that individual tried it on TikTok. I have a couple of people that's done tried it on TikTok. A couple of men. I had one man leave a message, ain't no pro, you ain't no pro. Like, why you over here? Like, if you ain't admiring what I do on this thing, why are you over here trying to bring me down? A whole man, you ain't got nothing else to do, buddy. Nothing else to do. Like, really? Why are you trying to bring? That's them that think that they can say whatever they want to a woman and belittle them and all that. Nope. Because I've been told you something to hurt your feelings and then have to go pray about it. Yup. Because I had somebody comment on one of my videos. I know the video they commented on, and they were saying something. I had to get somebody together on one of those videos. And recently they commented and said, you doing scriptures 1 minute and this, that show is. I ain't never told nobody I was perfect. I ain't never told them just because I try to stay close to God and try to do right and try to carry myself in a godly way, I'm still imperfect. And one thing that I have not mastered is having the patience not to get somebody together. So I'm not going to tell you that you won't hear me quoting the scripture right here and then may have to get somebody together 5 minutes later. Okay, I have to pray because I'm imperfect. I'm not one of them that get on here, and talk about God and try to, try to live right and stay in my lane, don't bother nobody. I ain't one of them that's gonna do that and then tell you that I'm gonna let you walk over me or say whatever or do whatever. I ain't never told y'all that. I don't see that's happening right now. And I'm just being honest because God know me, so I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna sit here and say, can't say that. So it be people that be trying to reach and be trying to pick and be trying to, they be trying to break you down, be trying to do all that. I ain't never told you that that I consider to be perfect. I'm imperfect. So yeah, you may just get that, this is real life. This is me being down to earth, being myself. I only can be myself. So yes, I love God. I'm trying to get close to God. I'm closer to God, trying to walk right and all that. But I'm not gonna sit on here and tell you that I can hold myself if you come at me in a different way. I'm not gonna tell you that because it'll be a lie. And I ain't gonna lie to you. So yeah, you may hear me quoted in this one, and then I may have something for you in the next one. And that's what I gotta pray about. We all got stuff we gotta work on. That's what I gotta work on. That's why I gotta pray to God. About that's between me and God. I gotta pray to God about that. He done helped me come a long way with not getting people together the way I used to get people together. He done worked on me a long way. I just didn't grow up. I wasn't taught that way. I wasn't taught to be a pushover and walk over and let somebody walk over me. I wasn't taught that way. So it is, yeah. So it's something else that I'm gonna have to work on. I am slower to speak. I'm slower to speak. I'm slower to react than I used to, but I'm not 100%. So that's for that person that tried to reach and pull something and do this and do that. I love God. I love Jehovah God and his son Jesus Christ. And I don't do nothing bad to nobody. I see when people be trying to pick and steal and pry and try to get under my skin. Try to, I see that. And God done worked on me because I ain't said nothing. I see it though. I see it and it don't even bother me. It don't bother me. I'm just like, okay, I'm a work in progress. It's not 100% there yet. Can't tell you how long it will be neither. I ain't gonna tell you, cause I don't know. Let me see. That's because they think they're a woman. They'll do it because they're getting cussed out at home and can't talk back. Yup, could be. The same Bible that says turn the other cheek says eye for an eye. Male. I understand. Them pray for me. Don't play with me. I'm a work in progress. God still work. Exactly. I only can be real. People want you to get on here and, all jokes aside, talk about God. And the minute you do something, like I had to get somebody together, and then that person bought that up. Well, you should have went by it this way. No, you go by it that way. I went by it the way MGL go by it. And at that time, that's the way I went by it. And it is what it is. Everybody is, people use things to benefit them. Any other time, everybody different. So during that time, I guess it is supposed to be done a certain way or whatnot. Either way it go, anywho, it's almost like human beings. I'm gonna say this: imperfect human beings feel like you can't talk about God unless you act like you perfect. You got to walk the walk, talk the talk, and do all this. You got to be almost like only person is perfect is God and his son Jesus Christ. Okay? They expect you can't talk about the Bible unless you are perfect. Now I ain't that type. I'm not gonna tell nobody I'm that, because I'm not. I'm human. I'm an imperfect human being. And I don't have to answer to man. I have to go to God and repent and pray on my actions or things I say And that's between me and God, nobody else. But these people so judgmental. You can't defend yourself. You got to do it a certain way because you quote scriptures. I mean, what? I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be put in that category. No. They think that means they can run over you. Exactly. Yup. The Lord know I cuss and pray. He still keep blessings flowing in. God knows his child. Yeah. I always was told God knows your heart. He knows what you gonna do before you do it. And I know I don't do ill things towards people. I don't have no bad motive. I don't plot against people, but so many people do. There's somebody sitting in the live stream right now plotting against me. I'm just being honest. I know it is. It's somebody right in the live stream right now. But I pray them devils away, and I keep doing what I can do. I know I have came a long way. So that is what ain't nobody business but mine and God, you know. But I'm not gonna get on here and act like I'm the perfect thing ever, and then feel like I can't talk about God and be thankful and happy about blessings and all that, because I may have a slip up and may have to get somebody together, or I may have, I may mess up or something like that. We ain't perfect. We'll never be perfect on this earth. Never. We'll never be perfect in these days. I'm gonna say on this earth these days. People are crazy. So if I'm getting hit in the head, you want me to get on my knees and pray? Nah, fam. God help me fight. LOL. That's just how people don't even believe half of the stuff they want you to be like. They don't believe that. It's just a way to try to get under your skin, get in your head, and make you feel bad. And they sit back and laugh. They laugh and feel like they done accomplished something, And that's not over here. Are we not perfect? Not at all. Nope. Yup, manipulation. Yeah. I ain't got time for it. That's why I choose to be solo dolo now. Solo dolo. I just deal with the people in my household, my family, and anybody that I gotta deal with on business levels or something like that. But yeah. Yup, and I'm happy that way. I ain't gotta worry about who trying to stab me in the back, who coming off like an angel, who coming off like they heaven, and all the time, got a motive. I ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't there. I'm solo dolo. Turn this thing down so y'all can hear me. I moved to another state last summer with just my pets. I have so much peace. I understand, Mel. It's a wonderful thing. As a lot of people, they gotta have friends and stuff that they deal with. I turned 38 this past February, and I'm telling you, man, I see things different every year that I turn another age. I just change, Now it's just like no nonsense. No, you ain't even got 3 times. You got 1 time now. At this point, you got 1 time, and I just want to be to myself. Not dealing with people like that. I don't need nobody at my house. don't know what you bringing to my house. I don't know what you trying to do. I don't, no. No, 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 no. I don't need nobody sitting up in my house watching my moves. I don't need nobody trying to figure out what I do, when I'm do something, this, that, and the other. I don't need that, because these people ain't right. People ain't not right these days. The devil is moving a lot of people, and then a lot of people, it got them doing different things. People ain't for you. I'm happy being in my house with my little family, and you know, all I deal with is you know, is my family back home. You know, I don't. That's enough right there. That is enough right there. I ain't got time for nope. Especially nowadays, it's just wise to keep people out of your house. I'll meet somebody and hang out, but you can't come in here. Exactly. Don't even come to my doorstep. Don't even come to my driveway, because you'll be where I'm from. I know what a lot of people do and down. They do anywhere. I don't want you at my house. I don't want you sitting under my house. I don't want you getting close to me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you in my presence. I don't. Unless it's somebody I have to deal with business wise, like, you know, if it's business, then I go to your place of business. If my doctor and people I gotta deal with business stuff, you know. And I only want to see them when it's business. I only want to see my doctor when it's a yearly physical. That's it. Or, you know, if you get sick or something, you gonna go to that's it. I don't need to be dealing with nobody else. No. That's the word about, oh, he or she said this. Oh, was they trying to be funny? Oh, then you find out they didn't mean you no good anyway. Just want to get to know you, see what they can find out, see if they can get. I ain't got time for all that, man, because I already know my patience is not too and that's the thing, when you know that you try to treat people right, but then you peep out that they you right, that'll set people off. That is I don't have patience for that. That does something. So the best way for me to see, you know, straight and narrow, you know, is to be by myself. Don't be around people. Don't deal with people. They ain't gotta worry about, you know, nope. I don't think I look good in jail or nothing, so I'm gonna just stay to myself. I don't think that's not for me, so I just stay to myself. Cause people will try you, people will push you, you know. I ain't. That's all right. I got kids and stuff to take care of. I don't. Exactly. I don't give rides either because I love my peace. Yup. You know how they used to say messy women? Now you got messy women and messy men. It's just a whole big mess. So it's just, you know, just stay by myself. Yeah, my mama always told us not to have everybody in your house. Even some kin folks, people message me on Facebook and be like, you know, we kin folks. No, my granny ain't told me who you is. She didn't tell me who you was. So I didn't kin folks. No, okay, yeah. That's it. I don't reply no more. Cause I don't know what the deal is. I don't know the history behind it. You know, you trying to get close to me? Nope. Nope. If I ain't ever hear about you, and my granny ain't never discussed you, then no. You're right about that. I agree. Recovering from folks get old. Once you seen them, Exactly. No more cousins. Nope. No new cousin. Nope. I know you right. I am a loner too. I never had people. Me, children. My mother always said, "Don't take your chair to another house and don't let them bring theirs to yours." Nope. You'll be surprised what else did they'll bring a lot to you. You'll be surprised. I ain't got time for it. Mm-mm. Now, if you got grown kids like me, sometimes they push the wrong button and then they say, "I thought you was a Christian." I am. Just don't push the wrong button. Exactly. And that's the thing. You can be, like I say, we imperfect. We imperfect and everybody is different. That's what people fail to realize. Everybody is different. You got people that is Christians that do not they don't let you catch them. They season. They done did real good and they probably done prayed to God and had told God to watch their tongue and not and done had practice with that. Not all of us done had a long like years and years and years and years and years, of practice with that. So we still work in progress. So don't and we'll still never be perfect. Okay, so yeah, the people like to push that out you as a Christian, like that person that left that comment telling me you could have did that. No, you could have. I handled the way I handled it. And it's just that people love that. Look, these days time. Now you coming me that way, I'm just gonna dismiss you and keep going. It's not even worth the energy to put on it. I'm just gonna dismiss you and keep going. I may not even dismiss you. I may just look at you crazy or just go over your comment. It just is what it is. I'm just no nonsense. That's where I am. Mentally no nonsense. I don't have time for nonsense with nobody at all. Nobody. It used to be once you fired, I'd rehire. Now I ain't even taking applications for nothing. I'm not even taking applications. People only do that when they provoke. Yeah, they'll provoke you to try to get a reaction. I've had a lot of people do that to me. They'll provoke you, they want to see a reaction. They want you to react. And that's what I had to learn. You give people that when they want you to react. And then when that reaction ain't what they was expecting, or maybe what they was expecting because they know that you're going to come out, and they want to pull the card. Oh, you always got a Bible, or you talking about God, or you quoting scripture. Man, get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. It remains the same. I'm still gonna get you together the same way I got you together, or I had planned to get you together. So yep, you're right. Some people will provoke you just for that reason. Yup. And these days, should nobody be doing nobody like that. It's too much going on. Too much we need to prepare for, that people will sit up and be so evil and dirty minded that they gotta try to make you look bad, and it's just sad. If they accuse Jesus, they'll definitely accuse us. Yup. They talk about Jesus, so I know people will talk about me. And I don't compare to Jesus in no kind of way. So yeah. Yup. I thank God for seeing 38 years this year, because I'm telling you, this year did something. No nonsense. I handle things better each year. Now I see when they mean just get a little older. I have old heads, and I say that in a good way. That's what we call them back home. So I'm not saying that in a mean way, but I have to be myself. And we always say old heads. I had old heads that used to tell me, just get a little older. You will look at things different. Just make it to get a little older. Each year you should be seeing things different. Yup, I do. I'm just glad I didn't see it didn't get me 45, 50 years old before I started seeing things a little different. I'm glad that, hitting 38, well, actually it started last year. where I was really can see significant. You know, I started seeing it when my granny passed in 2018. I started seeing little things different. But I tell you, boy, over the last couple years, 2 or 3 years, obstacles, I started seeing things different when I had the surgery in 2023. Making it through that, I started seeing things just slowly, just getting that not having a tolerance, and now it's just like, and it's a great feeling, I must say, a great feeling. You're more at peace. You're not letting people, get you there. It's a wonderful thing. I would say that. Wonderful feeling. It's going out on its own. Whatever that area was back there, it rose on its own. Kalita Tate, hey. I don't know. You can tell. Well, there's a truck right there. You heard that? It did a beep, so I'm looking. I know they have CBs. Let me see if it's still scanning. Yeah, it's still scanning. Yes, the older we get, the wiser, yes. And I've always been wise for my age. Like, I've been real wise. But it's your wisdom only goes, sir. I've always been wiser, I would say, compared to my peers. But I tell you, it's always room. And no matter how old you is and how wise you is, you always can learn something. You always can have growth. And that's what it's all about. The ability to be able to get wiser as you get older. I don't care if you're 70 years old. You still got room to grow and get wiser and wiser and wiser. So I know I always was an old soul compared to my peers. But I still was green. And I'm still green. I'm 38. I'm still green. But I am very wise compared to my peers. A lot of my peers. I will say that. So I'm thankful for that. And just look forward to getting wiser and wiser and wiser. But I'm happy. I'm happy with things I've learned and see and having a different look at just in the last year or two, Because everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have that ability. Some people never grow up, never get wise. There's people out there 60, 65, 70 years old that just never got that ability. Never, You're right about that. That is the key to getting wiser. I'm not gonna lie, I was a sucker. I was a yes person, but when I turned 23, something clicked. Yeah, I understand. With me, I wasn't yes. I say I was a yes person, but it was like different. I always try to help people. I always wanted to see people. I would give people my last. Okay, I always tried to help people. I always, and I'm still like that. I'm always, respectful and kind. I carry myself that way because that's who that's how I was raised. But what I had to look last couple of years, 2, 3 years, is, you will be so kind and so helpful, and people is not the same way to you. I would give out information and try to help, but people will hold information to help me. You know what I'm saying? Or they were sent to you to get information just to try to be better than you in their minds. And then vital information that you may need that will make things easier for you or teach you, then they hold it back, or those are now I look at things different. I keep my little stuff to myself, little stuff. I still give out information and try to help people all I can. I won't never stop doing that. But I learned my limits. When I was couponing, I used to teach couponing to a lot of people up here. And this was years ago. And I still didn't learn then. I had people that was like 50, 60 years old that I was teaching couponing to. And, Sundays would come around, and I'll reach out to them and be like, this gas station got the newspapers, this gas station got this, or they got this going on better, I'll tell them deals. You know what they would do? I caught on to it quickly though. They would go and get all of it and wouldn't leave me nothing. Now, I gave you the information on who got what is what. And they would go, it was like a group of them. They would literally go, and like this particular one that I would always reach out to and tell her, she would go get newspapers and stuff for all of her friends. And by the time I get there, it was none. And then she would tell me, oh, I don't know, I didn't make it there. I didn't. So one time I had messaged and told her where the newspapers was, and I hadn't made it there, but I was on my way, but I didn't tell her that. And when I got I texted her and said, well, she said, I ain't gonna be able to make it. Well, when she said she wasn't gonna be able to make it, she didn't know I was pulling up. And she was at the gas station with the whole stack. I said, oh, so this what's been going on. I'm telling you the deals before I go get the deals. So I got a little smart. I said, you know what? Before I tell them the deals, I'm gonna go get my own deals. Up at 6 o'clock getting deals, and you ain't made it there, I'm gonna get what I need to get, and then I'll let you know. Cause yeah, they was, and I said these older people think they being slick. I'm in my early 20s, and they mid 20s, and they by 45, 50, 55 years old, and they were doing stuff. I was like, okay. And that's when I learned a little bit. But then I went right back to doing the same thing, trying to help people. But I was making sure that I was getting what I needed first, because I feel like that was selfish or something. But now I'm understanding, no, it's not really selfish. It's people don't have the same motives. Because when I would go and somebody say, hey, can you pick up me something? I'm like, yeah, sure, I got you. I'll pick it up and you just give me the money back when I get to that way you have. I tried to make sure people was taken care of before my own needs, but they weren't doing the same, So I'm like, you know what? So little things like that, I really have learned. I still didn't learn my lesson right then. I continued on in different situations trying to help people. But now it's like, no. If I know I need to go, if I'm at the store and I know I need it, because it's done happened recently, you're going to have people go and it, you can't get mad at them. They was there first or not, but it's just that I know I didn't do that to people, but people don't have a problem with doing that to you. So, and I just look at that, they didn't really care for you or like you in the first place. They were just trying to see how far they can go, how far they can use you, what they can get. And that's when I learned. I knew that, but when I really learned it by having it happen so many times, then you kind of like wake up to like, okay, yep, can't do that. Trying to read it. Hey, you treat people the way you want to be treated. Some family, I have never been helped by the ones I have helped. I understand, Mel. I understand. Over the years, people have drained me, so it's just my husband and my kids and me. And that's the same way here, Sea Breeze. That's the same way here. The last, I'm going to say, the last 3-4 years really drained me with people. Really drained me with people. And I give chances after chances after chances after chance. And I've done it all my life. And that's been one issue. That's been one issue. Well, it's depending on situations. Some situations it was no chance, you know. No. You got one chance. It depends on what it is. But I have befriended people, or I say had associates or whatnot, and I've gave chance after chance after chance after chance. And now in the last couple years, it just I'm like, okay, nah, you know. It's not an option at this moment, you know. So I feel you. They sure don't have the same motives. No, they don't, Mel. They sure don't. Nope. Nope. Yeah, so Brenda says it will out there. They're users and beaters. Point blank. Yup. Exactly, Brenda. You're right about that. Yup. So I don't have time for it at all. Nope. I feel so much good not having to deal with, you know, nobody other than family. See? What's the what?
Weather one.
Oh, the weather one. I can't remember what number.
I think it's one.
It's Delson.
Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Extended forecast for the Newburgh listening area Tuesday. Sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, and becoming partly cloudy.
Well, we know you can get the weather.
Wednesday,
Saying I
mostly
think
sunny.
one of the buttons
Highs
it
in the lower
automatically
80s.
searches.
Wednesday night,
Yeah.
mostly cloudy.
Is it the
A
scan?
chance of showers after midnight.
I think it's
Lows in the lower 60s.
it's on it.
Chance of rain 30%. Thursday, mostly cloudy in the morning and becoming partly sunny. A 50% chance of showers. Highs around 80. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers.
Alright. That's channel 3
Yeah,
on the okay, y'all trying to get this thing.
I think is it that one? I think it's that one that automatically searches it.
Because this say channel 9, 19, and DW.
There's a light thing on it.
So it just missing. Okay, so it go to 9, 19, and whatever this DW is.
This one.
I put it back on. I'm still trying to see what I can find on here. At least we know we can get the weather really good. Okay? At least we know that. Maybe just nobody is on the station. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off for now, y'all. But that's what it is. It may work better in some y'all's area. But this is what it is. It's the I turned it off. Did you want to take it off the roof? Yeah, I turned it off. See? Take it off. So the Cobra Citizen Band 2-way handheld. So definitely some stuff we're trying to go through. So I'm still, even though it may be just in our area where nobody is on the channels or whatnot, so this is the magnet. It's magnet, okay? And this is what goes on top of the vehicle, okay? So that's what we had it. This is what we had it hooked to. Had it running into the vehicle, and this stands on top of the thing. So I'm gonna try. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and take this part off, and I'm gonna put the other antenna on it, okay? That back in the bag, and it also come with this one, so you ain't gotta use the I'm gonna see if we get any luck with just having this on. See if there's a difference. Probably not. Still an antenna, just another way of having it. Okay, when it's on the roof antenna, it scans very, very slow. This is how fast it's scanning with this one on it. It's just going through the channels. So that's something good to know. Okay. I don't know right now exactly why. That's even when I've oh, it went back to scanning. So I'm gonna run in a few minutes and see if we get anything with just having this antenna on it, okay, y'all? Turn y'all back around. Huh?
Drop simulation.
Oh, I see it. distorted voice, very, very faint.
You just probably have to figure out for this area what channels are more frequently used.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna here and just chill, I guess, while we out. Yeah, while we out, just gonna chill a little bit or whatnot. But yeah, make sure y'all, when y'all get stuff like this, y'all are checking it out. That's what this live stream was about. But we also chatted and all that good stuff, and I enjoyed the chat. We talked about different things, just life in general. And sometimes it bees that way. But I really wanted to check out this thing and see how it was, how it works for my area. Now, everybody area is different. You can research this. Again, it's the Citizen Two-Way CB radio, something like that. But it's a Cobra brand, okay? So you can research this, get more information on it, see if it'll be good for your area. And if it's something that you think you want to put in your preps or just have on hand, okay? So that's what me testing, trying to see, how this works. I like it because I know where I am right now. Now, when we get on the road and take a trip or something, and you on the interstate, the highway, you got a lot of trucks and stuff, then it'll probably pick up even better, okay? But we don't have that in this town, in the town or whatnot. So I know it works. It's just the signal where I'm at, okay? So yeah, so thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate it. I enjoyed this little chat and trying to figure out, our prep, testing out our prep. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all did. So y'all be safe. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one if it's God's will, okay? Bye.